Awesome. Do you guys want to go first?
I mean, I guess we could do the welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott,
I'm Jeff.
and we have some special guests with us today.
We're also their
And
guests.
We're their guests. Yes, all this. Who's guest? We don't know.
I'm Travis,
And I'm Emma.
and this is Bestie Approved.
Yeah, it's all working
Cool.
out. This is like our second collaboration ever, so it's just
Same.
a lot
That's
of
okay.
learning.
Yeah, like we've been guests on one other podcast, and like I don't even know if that was a collab. Like I think it was just us being guests. I never got the audio from that, so I have no idea what happened with that. I don't even know if it got published, if I'm being honest. But
We're just talking.
yeah, it's fine.
I don't
Just
know
a
what's going
conversation, that's true.
on.
And it's what we're best at. What's the last song that everyone listened to? I don't know if I told you guys about this, but like this is something cute that Emma and I do at the beginning of every episode. What's the last song both of you listened to?
That requires me to know the names of the bands that I listen to. I'm pretty much at the will of Spotify playing things randomly at me, and I'm like, oh, I like this song.
Okay.
I
So
love that.
What was I?
apparently, I listened to Scarlet by Holly Humberstone most recently.
Okay.
That's what I'm into. Jeff was probably listening to some disco fantasticness on
Well, I
the
was
way
actually
home.
listening to a podcast like on the way home.
Oh,
So, but before that, I think what was the last one? It was my like songs, which is like 500 or 600 songs.
just pick one, anyone.
Which one's your vibe right now?
It's really like a mismatch or a mashup of like I don't listen to a lot of current stuff. So it's just like a lot of either maybe 70s or 80s or 90s or 2000s. And so
You're like an adult contemporary radio station.
pretty much like there's like
Beautiful.
a few people that I will listen to, like current people, but it's really, far and few between. So it might have been it was an old song.
But what about you guys?
Mine was also old. It was Fade Into by Mazzy Star.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good
It's
one.
on my list.
Mine is fairly old, like 2012-ish. Better than that, the Dave Ouday remix by Sub Radio.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
lost on that one.
Very gay. Very gay. Do you guys just want to jump into the episode? I feel like it was a pretty big episode, unless there's anything on anyone else's minds before we jump in, because I don't have, given the current state of the world, I don't feel like complaining about politics right now. Like I simply don't
Yeah,
have
no,
it in me.
same,
Mm.
absolutely. Yeah, getting into that episode is probably a better place to
Yeah.
go.
I was
Perfect.
gonna say something. I just like read something before I like hopped out of the car, but
What did you read?
But Jimmy Kimmel got a show canceled
Well, that Jimmy
Did
Kimmel
he
got
get his show
pulled.
canceled?
Well, he got pulled indefinitely.
indefinitely. Yeah, it just happened
Yeah,
at the
That's
bequest of
crazy.
everyone's favorite.
yeah.
Right. Because I
Yeah.
can tell you the last time I watched Jimmy Kimmel.
I mean, that's true too.
Same, but I do enjoy him as a host.
I do too.
and I enjoy free speech. So, but we can go down a whole sad road about that. So sorry.
Beautiful.
No, God, I had no idea. That's crazy.
It just happened. I think I
Yeah, it
just
was
saw it. Like I was
Like
off
hours.
the stoplight. Once I got off,
Looking at your phone, that's fine. That's
We-
cool.
I got off the road. No,
Well,
I
I've
got
sent
off the highway.
TikToks to Emma while I was driving before. It's fun.
Yeah,
I
and I was like,
watched
oh,
him be
let's
in
look at it.
reverse and launch TikTok on his phone. And it's like, Godspeed, I guess.
Godspeed.
It's a real talent.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Actually, though. Cool. So,
Guys,
So yeah, where did the show start?
that's it. So every week Scott says that to me because
Well, I don't remember shit. I really just don't remember a thing at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know we just watched that, but like how the show started off, and usually where we end up by the end of the show, two totally different places.
And so he'll say that,
Beautiful.
and I'm like, oh, where did it start?
so that's kind of the cool thing that Salt Lake City has done the last couple of years is they've like pretty well contained it all inside of like a capsule episode where they're not all over the place. It's not a ton of different scenes, but we start and end on a camping trip basically. Angie K picks Mary up in a little RV for a little getaway, and I guess they tricked all the other women into getting on this RV excursion with them, and I love that so much because I'm obsessed with the idea of an RV trip. I've told Emma about this a million times. Like, I want so badly to like drive across the country in an RV.
I've always wanted to do that too, and I always thought like, "Oh, thanks a lot, MTV and Road Rules and all that stuff." Like, this just gave me I just always wanted to, but of course, no challenges along the way. I don't need those.
I would
I
do like one or two challenges. Go ahead, sorry.
I would hate to be surprised by it though. Like, I need to
Oh,
know if
totally.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
100%.
in close quarters with 9 other people before I launch into it.
There's no way.
I
Yeah, so
also
you
Um,
need to
feel
prepare
like
for that. Yeah.
Mary is allegedly co-hosting this thing. I feel like she honestly just said she would co-host so that Angie would tell her where the fuck they were going.
Oh, probably.
well,
She was like,
so
"I'll
that's
do it," and then
yeah,
she didn't.
and I love the way they present, like, "Well, yeah, like, I bought an RV 3 years ago because my husband told me to, and now I just had the great idea to, like, take the women on this RV trip." They had camping roll plastered all over the front of this RV, like, it was very clearly something done by production, and it's fine. I can deal with the illusion of some of it,
Her
but
RV that they showed was not the RV they were in either.
no, it wasn't 100%. But, um, so they all show up, everyone shows up at Beauty Lab and Laser, the holy place where Jen Shaw got arrested. They're all waiting out front. We find out that Angie, Whitney, and Bronwyn aren't getting along with Baby Gorgeous Lisa, which is, spoiler alert, why she's not on the bus. And
No, it's because she's working. She has work to be
Obviously,
done.
she is with Blake Lively, okay?
Blake and Ben.
Sure.
And to
Sure.
be fair, I did see pictures of them together on Instagram, but like, okay, like whatever you need to tell yourself, Baby Gorgeous. Um, well, what else?
So
Br-
I couldn't tell from your notes, like, where Lisa Barlow, like, ranks in, like, your hierarchy of the Salt Lake Housewives, because you had a lot of notes that were like, I love her," but also like, I don't know if I can."
That's where I struggle so much, and Emma will tell you this. I like the idea of Lisa Barlow. I imagine in real life she's probably one of the most fun people to be around. I think she's probably incredibly generous. I think she's wonderful. I think she has a very, very hard time not being the alpha dog in some cases, and I think that's where you get a lot of the her screaming at Winnie, you're lying," and, like, I can't handle when someone needs to control a narrative, and I think that's how she's been presented on the show for better or worse. So I really, really wanna like her. I really wanna like all the women. I don't have a problem with anyone except for Brittany. I'm sure you could tell from my notes that I cannot stand Brittany, but, like, everyone else I really, really like, and I wanna like Lisa.
Right, right. No, agreed. I think I don't know, we're irritates the ever living snot out of us, but she's one of the ones that's supposed to, I don't think you're supposed to worship everything that she does, and I think that we're like, I'd rather not," but she does a good job at doing what she needs to do.
I don't know, I feel like if you look at a lot of people's pages on Instagram, particularly Queens of Bravo, you're supposed to worship Lisa and that she carries the show. So, I was glad she was not on the episode, but I knew they were gonna talk about her, and I knew that everyone was gonna say, "They can't go one episode without talking about Lisa. Lisa's carrying the show even not without being there." And I hate that narrative because I think they all pull their weight and they all have something to add, and it's an ensemble show, and it's not just the Lisa show. Like, there's no Housewives, or there shouldn't be any Housewives where it's just like insert person's show. So,
I
100%. I
agree.
think if anyone wasn't there, they would have talked about her. It didn't matter who it was.
yes,
Yeah.
I
agreed.
agree. And I think that's what I like about this show is, like, I think they are all equally matched in this show. Like, I don't think there's one person that carries it and like, you can make the argument about Mary in seasons, what, 3 and 4, where she was, like, not on the show and then she was a friend of. Like, I'll buy that with Mary, but, like, I also think she did not wanna be part of the show, and she had more going on in her life because we see what happened in season 5 with her son, but, like, I think everyone there really holds their own weight. Okay, anyway. Um, um, Britney's back this year, and I hate that, but part of me does love that she saw this invitation and she took it for face value and she showed up in a bikini under her coat and she said, "I'm Britney Spears. Look at me." Like,
I loved
Yeah.
that.
did she really?
I thought it
Yeah,
was
I loved her little
ridiculous.
fit.
Yeah. I kinda I enjoyed that. That was the one thing I was like, "Oh, okay, that you're funny, Brittany." The thing is about Brittany, she's an actress. So, I think a lot of this is
She is a Broadway
is
girl, yeah.
yeah, I think a lot of this is, like, her acting and playing the part of a housewife, and I wonder, I'm like, "Are you really like this, or are you just, like, giving a performance?"
So,
Okay,
like,
so now that you're saying that out loud, like that reframes the entire way I think about her because like now I'm just like, oh, she this because the whole like the her giving the toast and the her like
I have an
I
announcement to
can't even
make.
say it last season about Jared Osman, like that whole song and dance. Now that you're saying that, I'm like, oh, maybe there is something to that.
You can see the acting. Yeah.
She's acting.
Yes.
Because she's not that good at it. I
Yeah.
mean, what?
Bless her heart.
bl- bless her little heart. They so they all get on the RV. I was so obsessed with all of it though. Like I want to be on an RV so bad, and they do a little flashback. Emma, have you gotten to the point in season 2 yet where Jen Shaw got arrested?
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so they do the shot for shot like reenactment of the SWAT team showing up, and they're like, and I want to know who all knew about this in advance because like I could tell Heather was acting, but the whole oh the like they show up and like and then you realize they're strippers. Like I was fine with it, but like up until the moment that I realized they were strippers, I was so mad. I was like, I don't want this. I don't like take this back. I don't want this on my housewife.
Oh, yeah, we didn't
I
need to have that
immediately knew they
happening.
were strippers.
Did you really?
Yeah, the SWAT thing, it gave, like, FBI female body inspector
A little
vibe.
too
It was
Party
not
City.
it was
Okay,
not
so maybe
me.
I'm just, like, too naive, I don't know, but,
No,
like, one of those strippers was a little thick, and I was super into that.
for like half a second, I thought, like, wait a minute, is this an actual like? Are the police out there? Is there something like? Is the RV in a no parking zone? I thought it'd be some crap like that, but then
Yeah.
I was like, "That's
I thought they were just, like, showing up to, like, "Oh, look, it's like we're doing a funny little, like, bit." Like, I thought that's what was happening, but, like, the thick stripper, really, I was like, I'll take it, that's fine." I
I do like Whitney, though. I think she's so funny.
I liked Whitney a lot this episode, and that was, like that was a good setup. Yeah, that was a good prank.
It took me a minute with Whitney on this episode because I was like, I think I had a bad taste in my mouth from like the last couple of seasons on her healing journey. Like I was just like, I don't need it. But like I was really surprised at how vulnerable she was able to be, like with everything that's gone on with the business. And like I became a big fan of Whitney this
well,
episode too.
she's on her fill-in journey, so her business failed."
She felt and
On her
you
filling
know what's my
journey.
favorite moment of the show around that fire pit? We'll get to it later, but when she says, "I am not ready for a hug right now."
Yeah.
That was my favorite moment of the whole
That was actually I wrote that down at some point, that was very good. She said, "I don't."
Like,
But
she
to be
stopped
fair,
talking. She's like,
it was the face she made for me. I was like, "Oh, yes. We're
like,
back.
to
We're
be
back."
sobbing your eyes out and be like, "Get off of me."
Um, they get into Lisa not being on the RV, and she says it's because she had a work thing, but then we get a flashback to Lisa on FaceTime flat out saying she doesn't wanna spend the night with Bronwyn. I like, how do you guys feel about Bronwyn? Let me ask you this.
I like Bronwyn a lot. I think
Okay.
she brought a lot to the show last season. I like anyone who can I feel the other woman, to a certain extent, 'cause maybe not Angie, maybe not Whitney, will just, like, back off when, like, Lisa comes at them, and the fact that Bronwyn I think it was when they were in Palm Springs, and she was just like what was the line? Like,
Is you're doing your job like it
you expect me to, like, ride your dick like it's my job?" Like, I was like, "Yes, yes,
Yes.
give it to
Yes.
her, like, give me that head shake," like, all that was good for me. So, the fact that Lisa is saying, I don't want to be there because Bronwyn's there. It's like, really? You've had bigger beefs with like Heather and Whitney. Like, why are you acting as if Bronwyn is like is the worst thing ever? So I thought that was just dumb. Like, and it's also well, 2 things. 1, it's your job. I know you have a real job, but this is your job to go on this cast trip. So I don't know what you're thinking there. But then I also read, and this may not be true, but because it was on Reddit, that someone was saying that she was still in contract negotiations when they started filming, and so maybe that's why she wasn't on this episode. Did you see that
Oh,
too?
no, I didn't see that, but
Oh,
I remember that being an issue when we heard they started filming, is that she wasn't yet finalized.
Yeah.
I do remember that back in the
interesting.
day.
Was it wait, Bronwyn wasn't
No,
finalized, or
Lisa.
Lisa
No,
was it
wasn't.
Lisa? Okay,
Lisa.
okay.
She was
Like,
trying to
that's why
play
she wasn't
hardball, I
there.
think, or maybe she successfully did.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Je j
Because otherwise, I feel like she would be like, I may hate all these chicks, but I will at least show up because it's my job. But if she's still trying to negotiate to come back on this season, then you're not going to appear, and they're just going to keep rolling without you.
Well, that's the interesting thing, and, like, Emma and I have talked about this. We talked about this with, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives with Taylor not going on one of the cast trips. We're like, that's a different beast from the Housewives, because the Housewives will just, like, cut you out. Like, they'll be like, "Okay, well, you didn't want it that bad, so friend up, I guess."
You
Like,
no call,
Uh,
no showed, girlfriend.
yeah, I think that's why like Heather was so pissed at Bronwyn for not inviting her on that Palm Springs trip last year because she was like, I would come, but if you're not inviting me, I can't come. Therefore, I'm not in the episode. Therefore, I'm not going to be paid for this episode, and you're really
that's
screwing
true.
me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ugh, but so they get into that a little bit, and we get more into that a little bit later. Because I wonder if part of it was also like she just didn't want to deal with the lawsuit stuff, because like I don't think she wanted the same treatment, for better or worse, that Jen Shaw got. Because I mean the way I mean, granted, it's a very very different situation, but the the way that they just hung Jen Shaw out to dry with the lawsuit stuff, I don't think Lisa wanted to put herself in that situation where the woman could say anything similar to that about her. But
I I
Mm,
think
Yeah, that makes
aside from
sense.
Jen Shaw, Lisa always does this thing we were just talking about where she's, like, so worried about her image and, like, the PR of it all that she, like, while things are pending, maybe didn't wanna have that conversation.
I'll buy that 100%.
Yeah,
that makes
absolutely.
sense too. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but we also get into a fight between Whitney and Brittany, or wait, yeah, Whitney and Brittany, about fighting about Whitney's business. And I don't like Brittany bringing this stuff up, because I'm like, Brittany, you don't have a business. I shut up. Like, I don't want to hear your mouth. Like, I can't stand her. And then we cut to Angie K drinking tequila straight from the bottle, and I loved it so much.
I love
But the fight,
the de-evolution because she started pouring shots, and then the girls start fighting, and, like, then you see her just
devolves into like
I
straight from.
I kept trying to see, like, if the bottle kept going full, empty, like, during different cuts, just to kinda see, like, how consistently they were or were not drinking, but I didn't really catch anything.
You
Yeah.
know, this cast drinks like this cast. Like, it's it's not like some of the women on Beverly Hills, and it's not like I it's not like some of the women in Potomac. Like, this cast drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Um,
I was
l-
surprised that. Oh, sorry. I
no,
was
no,
just
no, please go ahead.
I was surprised by Brittany's like such her strong defense of Lisa, and they're like sisters now, and like how dare you besmirch her name, Whitney? I was like, what? Where is this coming from? Like,
Brittany was trying to get a permanent spot as a housewife and not a friend of. That's what that was. I can
of
definitively
Lisa's
tell you
ass?
that.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
she was.
Like, yeah, I don't think they're actually friends. Let me tell you, I do not. I think the only sisterly thing that Lisa Barlow has ever done to Brittany is looking at Brittany and saying, "You do need Kerastase Thermatique," when she was told she had high body count hair. I do not think that they are that close outside of that.
Do you think
They
any of them
talked
are
on the
actually
phone
friends?
twice.
I think Heather and Whitney are probably friends, and I think at
Cousins!
one. What'd you say?
They're
Aren't they, like, step
cousins.
cousins?
That they are cousins. And I think that Angie and Mary are very genuine friends. I don't think any of the rest of them were that close. I think that they all knew each other peripherally, and I think that's what makes I think that's what starts to make for a really good cast on Housewives is they know each other, but they are still figuring each other out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Um, but the women get to their campsite. And I have a place like this, like, a mile from my house. Like like, I was like, "This I know this place. I can smell this place. It's awful, it's miserable. There's absolutely a school bus outside of this place."
For
Um,
sure. It is.
and
It
Mary
was a rugged.
yeah. And then Mary just goes, "I don't like it." And I love it.
Like,
Did you
okay, hostess.
did you feel for any moment once they pulled up that, like, they were just gonna stop camping, that at any moment they'd be like, "Just kidding, we're going somewhere else"? I mean, forget the fact that we saw the trailers and we knew probably it didn't happen, but did you think or hope for a moment that maybe
I
I
thought there would at
maybe
least be a cabin or something,
yeah.
Right.
honestly. I really didn't think they were gonna campfire dinner.
'Cause I do
Do
wanna see
you
sleeping arrangements too, like, how are they cramming them all in there? Are they doing it like Traders style where half of them are going off to a hotel once the cameras stop?
Yeah, true.
I don't believe they spent the night there, I'll be real with you. It was an hour away from home. I believe they probably either, like, went to a Marriott that night or, like, went straight home. Like,
A double tree.
Yeah, yeah. I think a courtyard
uh,
suite. courtyard suite.
At least give him a JW, come on. Um, one of these other tropes I don't love, Brittany brought camcorders for the girls, and, uh,
Why?
I think it was Carol did this in New York when they all went to, Turks and Caicos. I don't need that, like, you're surrounded by cameras, like, it's okay, babe. Like like, we're watching you on TV, it's okay.
I
And
mean, she was clearly trying to, like, take the narrative back that, like, I'm the one she even tried
Oh,
miserably be like, "I'm the one who's known as recording people," and it's like, "Well, why did you
yeah,
bring
we
that up?"
know.
Yeah.
That's why
How
we
Years
did
hate
you
you.
ago.
bring up your own dirt like that? I was like, okay.
It did give us a good flashback to Meredith going, "You need to go, you're despicable." Like, 'cause I love Meredith when she's activated, and oh god, it's good.
that angle was like, "You need to go!
"You need to go!"
I've had enough of you, beast."
I love when they talked about that later, and Meredith goes, "We talked on the phone twice."
We went to dinner one time.
Like,
We are not
talking about
friends.
how they were good friends. Yeah.
So then we get back into Lisa not being on the trip, and then we get a confessional from Heather, um, and then the women start to get into some of the accusations and lawsuits, and they're 100% gonna make Lisa Barlow the villain this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know
And
anything about these lawsuits, actually. Like, I don't
I
follow her as regularly as
I only do because I listened to the Bravo docket about all of them,
Oh,
one time, so they really filled me in on it.
okay.
I haven't heard that episode of the Bravo docket. I do need to go back and listen to that because, like, I did write down at some point, like, this calls for a less research, mama, because I love nothing more than to like go like line by line over a lawsuit. Like I'm applying to law school. I'm so excited about that. Like this is like I'm obsessed with this stuff. Um but I remember something about like they were suing the tequila brand like one because they have like two or three different offshoots of Vita Tequila and it's like one of them is like Jack Henry Spirits or something. I know they were in some kind of litigation. I don't remember what for, but like
I think it all has to
I'm
do with, like, loans and things that John took out on behalf of the company and vice versa, and it's really technical if I recall. These are the same ones. So,
okay. Do you Do you think that their entire life is like and I hesitate to ask this, like, in this way, but, like, do you think that most of their life is, like, on loans? Because like, owning a liquor company does unless it's, like, Skinny Girl, you are not making that much money.
yeah, I'm pretty sure most everyone on the show is on varying degrees of loans, but that's, how some people do it. They learn
Okay.
to juggle all that back and forth
Yeah.
and but
I think you're right. I think they are living on loans because this isn't, Jose Cuervo.
Well, I mean, is
That's fair.
Cuervo even Cuervo?
you know? Like,
And
I just don't. Yeah.
to be fair, I mean, she does have the marketing company. So, like, I'm not saying that they're like destitute and their entire life is bankrolled by credit cards. Like, I don't want it to come off that way, but like, I they the way it is shown on the show, they have money. Like, and so I'm like, where I don't know. Like, I hope it's not like the wheels falling off of the entire operation.
Well,
No,
from
I
what
don't see
I
that being the case, but
I think she's screaming about her money all the time too, which is annoying. Like, it's that whole, like, wealth whispers, situation.
yeah.
Money
She's
talks,
not.
wealth whispers. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
from
and,
what
like,
I've
she's just
heard
like,
though no, sorry. Sorry.
"Oh, no, go ahead."
No, I was just gonna say it's the businesses that are being sued, it's not her. So,
Mhm.
like,
Fair. Okay.
she probably has her Bravo money and whatever money in her name, and they might have been bankrolling the businesses a little too tight. That might be
I
all this
maybe.
is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe.
Her Wendy's money.
And she did have a brand deal with Kerastase Dermatique too.
Mhm. Yes. And her hair is great. I will let's if I have to
Yeah.
say 3 nice things about Lisa Barlow, it would be her hair is great.
She's a great
She's a
mom.
great mom, and
And she's
sometimes
really pretty.
yes.
She's a hard
Very
fighter.
symmetrical face.
Scott, you put into the notes. Can this please be a Lisa Barlow
I mean,
takedown
can it?
season?
I mean, it's going to be, but I do worry that it's somehow going to like flip it around later, and Lisa's to somehow become the victim of it all. So I do want it to be just a full on takedown season.
I think though, because 'cause we're seeing this with OC, it's really a mistake to, like, for everyone to pile on one person because the audience is gonna just shift in that direction. So if they were smart when this is playing out, they would should been, just here and there fighting, not like, I don't need the entire cast to be against her, which they won't. Like, I think, Meredith
Well,
and her.
the entire cast isn't against her because if you will remember, Heather defends Lisa a little too hard. I
For
did
now.
It
maybe.
reminded me of how she defended Jen Shaw within an inch of her life.
I
Mm,
agree. And then the second that and this is I love Heather. Like I gun to my head, Heather is one of my top 5 favorite housewives across all of the cities. This is the one thing I don't love about Heather is like I was listening to I think it was Broad Bros and they were talking about how Heather so desperately wanted to be best friends with Lisa in the first couple of seasons, and Lisa was so just mean to Heather and Whitney, like mean, and they. I think now she's like got the chance, and she's like, I'm not messing this up. Like I'm going to be friends with Lisa, and like so, I don't know.
I think you're right. Like, that does make sense.
I still don't understand why they all need desperately to be friends with each other at all. Like,
Well, specifically Lisa
yeah,
Barlow, 'cause
Lisa.
we've talked
But
about this
even before,
before.
like with Jen, everyone needed to be friends with Jen Shaw. Like, oh, I have to be her friend. So what's so amazing about Lisa Barlow, you know?
My theory, and like I'll buy this about Lisa too, because like in the first couple of reunions, Lisa does talk about, and she talks about it on Monica Garcia's reunion too, where she's the reason that they brought the show to Utah. Like she had friends in production and casting, and like she's like, come here. And the theory, and Emma and I have talked about this. The theory that I have about Jen Shaw is that she was presented as the person this show is being built around. And like if you know she's in a lot of situations she had no business being in. She's in a lot of scenes. Like I mean, she's in basically all of the scenes in the first season, and the entire thing is built around her. So I'll buy that. Like they like because they do this with every housewife city where like it's not housewives to begin with and then it becomes housewives. I'll buy that it was like a thing about business women and Jen Shaw was like the main businesswoman and they were like, oh no, this is Housewives.
Right, right.
So
That
I'll,
makes
The
I'll
sense.
Karen Huger of Utah.
yes, yeah, where it's yeah, Karen Huger was the grand dame of what it was supposed to be like etiquette or something
Etiquette
like that.
show, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So like I'll buy that we're in the same situation. But what else? Oh, and then like I didn't like this. And let me just say I like Angie K. As
Yes.
controversial as that is, I like Angie K.
That's
And
not controversial, I don't think.
Yeah, how is that
some
controversial?
people
She's
Some people are
fantastic.
so annoyed by her.
Really?
Really?
I mean, she is a pillar of the community, but other than that, I mean, what'd she do wrong?
She has
Well,
a
I mean,
very
it's
long face.
she's like 4 foot nothing.
We saw her in real life, and I can yeah,
I
she
don't
did too.
recall.
Yeah, she seems short. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But she did compare Lisa's lawsuit stuff with the Jen Shaw situation, and I did not.
No, I should yeah, she should not have gone there. I don't understand, like, why even bring up Jen Shaw's name? Like, I was like, kinda like, why are you even, like, bringing up Jen Shaw? Like, these are 2 separate incidences, 2 separate people, like, incidences, that's not a word.
Yeah.
We can find out who actually punched her and gave her the black eye. The story unravels.
Well,
But
it's just like someone said in their confessional, they were like, "The state of Utah in the United States of America are not concerned with Lisa Barlow. Like, don't even start."
Yeah.
Meredith, the attorney, did say that. But
Oh,
what I
Meredith.
what I will say, the fact that they keep bringing up Jen and the fact that they're leaving this all in, they're 100% bringing her back when she's released from prison. 100%.
Are
And
you sure though?
I pray to God they do.
I would disagree with that only because I don't think anyone's willing to film with her. I don't think the network necessarily likes her, and I think you kinda can't get past, um,
The
uh
elder fraud?
yes. Yeah. Like with Teresa, like, she just screwed herself, but, like, Jen Shaw was, like, taking money from, like, poor elderly people who didn't know any better. So,
Karen Huger had her 4th DUI though, and Bravo picked cameras back up to go film her being released from prison.
I think Karen's a more sympathetic figure than Jen Shaw. There's it's
I
not, like, a lot
I
yeah,
agree.
Okay.
I think a lot of viewers hate her too.
yes.
Like, hate her. And also Karen had, like, what, 7 seasons in her before she went to jail.
That's fair.
Correct. Teresa too, yeah. Jen was just
Maybe I Maybe I'm just holding on to, like and Emma will tell you this about me, like, I hold on to, like, the image of people that I think they were and, like, that I loved about them. Maybe Jen Shaw is just, like, just not coming back, and maybe that's fair.
Well, we're notoriously wrong for predicting things horribly, so, don't
I
let
would
that
love to see
prediction stand.
her. I would love to see her because I think it would be messy and it would be great television. Do I think it's morally correct? No.
Fair. What I do desperately want, do you remember the episode of Mob Wives where they were, like, all getting together at the round table? And I think it was Drita comes in and goes, "Karen, stand up," and, like, just starts running after her to beat her up. That's what I want from Jen Shaw and Heather, where Jen Shaw comes in and she's like, "So who gave you the black eye?"
Heather would run so fast.
No, she'd be like,
Like,
"Friend."
Oh my god.
I mean,
Free
maybe
Um,
throw me
Botox,
back as a
Jen.
friend of.
but
anything's
the
possible.
$4 million necklace comes up, and I was under the impression, and, like, maybe I'm an idiot, maybe I'm naive. I thought Bronwyn owned that necklace. It comes up that she lied about it. What her the way she presents it, she didn't mean to lie. Like, it's fine. Um, she didn't mean to lie, but the way it came off was that she was lying, and I was like, okay, at least she's owning it." Because, like, I mean, she does say, like, "I was gonna buy another necklace. I didn't think the women would notice, like this, that, and the other." And, like, I appreciated that because it felt like she came clean about
I think with sorry, you wanna go?
No, you're
I think without saying it, she said, I made a rookie mistake. I did Housewives wrong in that respect in my first season, and I was trying to, like, present something that wasn't true and, compromised her integrity." Like, the fact that she said that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, for someone to actually say that, say, 'I lied, it was wrong, I went against, like, who I am just to impress these women,' and then without saying it, but just to impress the audience and, like,
Mhm.
do Housewives and be like this rich chick." And, you know, I love that she owned it. And, like, just for anyone to admit they lied is really rare on Housewives. So I think between her and Whitney, I was like, whoa. I remember
yeah, yeah,
turning to you and be
absolutely.
like, the honesty on this episode
Yeah.
is astounding.
What's
So
Yes.
my
I liked
first
it a lot.
impression of Bronwyn? Because I am at, like, the end of season 2 right now, so I haven't watched 3, 4, or 5. And so she's new to me and I was like, "Oh, look at this woman owning her shit, calling herself immature, admitting that she did something for the cameras. Okay."
So in general, you watch this episode just for us?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much. I hope we didn't, there's
Obviously.
no major spoilers, for this one episode.
Yes.
No, and,
No,
like, pretty much it's all been spoiled for me anyway because I'm on Twitter too much.
Yeah. Jeff had to get off Twitter for the longest time. He's like, "Why do I keep going on here?"
It was just
I
it
ca I
I'm still
can't
on
open
it,
my
but, like,
Twitter in public, so
same for probably similar reasons.
work.
But yeah, yeah. But yeah, like, I guess I don't get as much Housewives Twitter anymore, which is good because it was just too toxic, so I stick to other stuff, which just makes me more happy.
Reddit.
Fair.
Reddit is where I get my housewife stuff, but like, even then, I'm like, I need to, like, avoid this because it's just not doing me any good. I have my opinions, others have their other opinions. I don't need to hear that. I'm just gonna get fired up, so, yeah.
Yeah.
We get Brittany doing her classic ting ting ting, like with like the this is the reason I hate her. I'll tell you right now. This is why I hate her. And she goes, "Well, Jared and I got engaged in Emma for I don't know if I told you about this, but Jared Osmond is Donnie and Marie Osmond's nephew. And apparently in Salt Lake City, being one of the Osmonds is a massive, massive, massive deal. Like, God bless. She
Literally.
was so excited to be connected to the Osmonds, and they got engaged and then broke up 2 weeks later, and they're still dating.
It's so tiresome. It is beyond tiresome. And again, that's why it has to be her shtick. Like, she has to be putting this on because there's no way. There's no way anyone's actually like that, right?
I think
I
she
hope not.
I think she's hopelessly devoted to Jared. Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
real.
you think
I guess
that's
the
real?
one of the few real things about Brittany is that she is, like, obsessed with this man, and it's a really toxic relationship, and it
That
she's not getting out. She's living her own Lifetime movie.
that has to be the fattest fucking dick then. I don't know what. Like,
I mean, I don't know. Something makes me think otherwise. I just don't see it.
I never really thought about Osmond Dick, but I have to say
I thought it was like a financial thing because, again, new to Britney, hated her in this episode. But from what I've gathered, she doesn't really have anything going for her. So I thought it was like I need someone who has income to be living with me type of thing.
maybe I don't know,
I love it.
but
No, I love these fresh takes.
like I assumed Brittany had well, like Brittany was in a similar situation to Heather after her divorce where she was just taken care of. Because I mean, like we get a scene in season 5 where we go to her house and she's in a nice, nice, nice house. So like I just assumed that it was all from her ex. Maybe it is from Jared. I don't know, but like I assume Jared's probably taking care of like 5 other girls too, because we find out that he's running around the Lifetime Cafe with other women. And I also love that
Thank you,
Whitney works out at
Whitney.
the same gym I do.
I also
Yeah.
loved Whitney for being like, that's weird because
Yes. And she was so comfortable doing it too. She was like, Dima, he's in the Lifetime Cafe all the time and he's not on the machines.
he's not he's not working up a
right.
sweat, honey.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was shocked. She said it like as if she was saying something so casual, like where she went to lunch yesterday. She was like, "Oh, your your ex fiance introduces me to his dates." What?
I think that's
Also,
how much they really don't think that Britney's serious, that they're just like, whatever. Like every other woman, they will like kind of be discreet at times with each other, but with Britney nonstop, they're just like, whatever, you crazy person.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I also love that Scott you called out in the notes. I like you're jealous of the jealous of the publicity and the fact that they still sell chicken salad. Lifetime's chicken salad is so good. Actually, it is incredible.
So I bet that it is. So one of the companies that I work for, we own luxury health clubs. And so there we're always talking about Lifetime. We're like, oh, Lifetime this, Lifetime that. Like, oh, is it like Lifetime? And we recently kind of pared back our cafe, so we no longer make things like chicken salads. And so when they started going
Oh,
on and on about it, I was like, "Well, that's what's gonna make Lifetime more successful, that chicken
it's
salad."
incredible. It's got, like, a little lemony to it. It's very good.
Ugh, see, I miss when there was quality food at the gym.
Fair. I'll give you that. We get to the obligatory, we're gonna do an activity scene.
Ugh,
Whitney Meredith and I'm sorry, Whitney, Heather, and Bronwyn go kayaking, and then Mary, Angie K, Meredith, and Brittany go fly fishing. Whitney forces Bronwyn and Heather into the same kayak, and I like Whitney because she's not afraid to get messy. I like it, but like at the same time, I also feel like Bronwyn and Heather could be very, very good friends. I think they are equally matched, like when it comes to intelligence, and I think they are both so well spoken, and I think they have like very deep personal trauma and stories that they can share, like to
right.
benefit like the world. And I like them better together than I like them fighting. I'll be honest.
Agreed. I think last year we were saying that, like, Heather might have been not threatened, but, like, I think caught off guard by the fact that Bronwyn is similar to her and is very intelligent and,
Hmm.
is very good because Heather's really good in a verbal back and forth, and Bronwyn
Yes.
gave it back to her, so I think she was like, "Oh, wait, that's my role. What are you doing?" And so I think that
Okay.
took her off of her, but yeah, like, when you add up, like, the religious trauma and, similar experiences and, just being smart and witty. Yeah, they should be a great duo. And I know it was uncomfortable when they weren't. Like when I think when Heather went over to Bronwyn's house and they just had that very awkward encounter and then being disinvited from the trip. And it was just yeah, I didn't like that. So I like that they were forced to hang out and be in that kayak.
And I'll give Bronwyn the like because I do buy that like Heather likes to be in charge. I don't love the way she presented it, where she's like, "Oh, it turns out all you have to do is take a back seat and like do whatever." I didn't love that, but like I do think it was fair.
I
Yes.
I do think Heather has a control thing, but also I think she has confidence issues to the point where maybe she's concerned that she'll literally be booted from the show.
Heather, really?
That's okay. That's fair.
And this is me, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of context I'm missing, but from watching what I've watched of her early on and now watching this, that's just kind of the vibe I get. I love Heather so much, and I feel like the person who doesn't understand how much Heather has to offer is Heather.
Yes. And
Yes,
yeah, she's always been that. So I read Heather's book.
I did too.
Read both of them?
No, I've only read the first one.
Okay.
I read both of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot about the second one, but she really talks about like, yeah, she is very much I want to be liked, I want to be, chosen and, it comes from her, family and being in the church and all that. So, yeah, you're right.
Mhm,
Like she doesn't know how great she is. And I think she got a lot of attention, and she was really kind of the breakout star, and she's really since season 1 become, like, the narrator of the show, and I think she took it a little bit too far, and then I think people, like, flipped on her, the audience, and she wasn't as
Mm,
likable in certain seasons, 3 and 4,
mhm.
I'd say. So I think she's bounced back a bit, in 5 and now in 6 so far, it's only been
Mhm.
1 episode. So I like where she's going because I did not like Heather after the whole Monica stuff. I was like, "Nope, nope."
I was fine with the Monica thing. I had a hard time in season 3 with her where it was, "I'm ride or die for Jen Shaw. I'm not talking about this black eye. I'm not" like, I struggled a lot with that because I was like, "You were so much better than this." Like, pull
Yeah,
it
right.
together.
Yeah, and changing the story so many times and, like, potentially getting someone on production in trouble by, like, blaming it like, it was just, like it was bad. It was bad.
I can totally see that. I just got the vibe. Do you remember when we were at our 9 to 5, how I just constantly every day felt like I was gonna get fired no matter how good a job I was doing?
The imposter syndrome thing, yes.
That's kind of what I get from her.
Huh.
Hmm,
I can see
I can
some of
see
that,
that,
yeah.
yeah,
100%, yeah. I now that you say that out loud, 100% yes. It's like it's the same thing.
and she was a big Housewives fan, so, like, to be on Housewives, I think she's kinda like, whoa, what am I doing here? Like, I love it here, but like, what am I doing here?
Okay,
You know?
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, Meredith so we get the scene, and then we get to Meredith, and she looks so incredible in her little fishing outfit with, like, like, little toboggan hat and everything. I said, "Ooh,
Yeah, I saw
you
your
know."
note there and I was like, "Wow." And we rewound it because I was like, "Let me have a look at this." So we paused it for like a minute and then I was like, "It's just a ski outfit."
I think listen to me very carefully. I think Meredith, like, could wear, like, a flannel shirt and jeans and look, like, there's just something about Meredith where, like, she is a canvas that an artist paints on. I think she looks incredible no matter what. I'm upset. I worship the ground
She
Meredith
did.
Marks
She
walks
has
on.
had some fairly basic confessional looks even in this episode. One of them was very plain and she still rocks it.
That
Yes.
color of blue on
She
her
is
in
a
her
vision.
confessional was so
Oh,
good.
are
Yeah.
you kidding? It reminded me a lot of one of Lisa Barlow's very, very early confessional looks, and I was like, "Oh, you're doing this right.
Yes.
This is what it's supposed to look like."
Yes. I know what you're
Very
talking about.
good.
Yeah.
She had me dying, cracking up, talking about how long until we catch a fish? No, just give me an estimate. To the point where the guy was like, "There's a reason we call it fishing and not catching," and she was like, "Okay, but, like,
But,
give
like, how
me an
long?
estimate." She
Like, how long?
So you had that, and then you had Mary going, "Well, you could just bring the fish back to life with CPR, right?" Like, Mary.
What was that? I think she was talking about catch and release, but she didn't know, like,
Right.
how it worked. I don't know.
I don't
That was
know.
the only thing I could assume either is that she was like, "Oh, you can just throw it back in." It's like, well, not if you've already killed it.
Yeah. You got
Yeah, like, it was like she thought the fish already died if you had it on a hook, and you had to, like, resuscitate it to throw it back, like
And then the fact that she's like, "Well, he's just wrong."
gusty.
I see.
She does that with a few things. It was like, it's this, and then it was like, what was the like, if you drink carbonated water, it hurts your ovaries. Like, there are just certain
Yeah.
things that Mary is the Lord, and she believes, like,
Like, look it up.
that
It's true.
d
Look it up.
and to just,
don't
like,
you
go
dare
in
Google
that
it.
confessional and be like, "They are so wrong. Can you believe they said that?"
Can you believe these fishermen were trying to tell me about fish?
You don't
Come
know
on.
Gusty. You don't know.
Gusty. I love her so much, though.
Also couldn't figure out his name and just gave up. I loved that.
Gusty could probably tell you about that.
After he said Dusty 16 times.
At least you just call him Bussy.
Not Bussy.
Yeah.
The women all end up going out for a campfire, and we find out that Angie K was the worst food planner on God's green earth, and Mary doesn't eat campfire food apparently because like she doesn't like skewered things, and there were no hot dog buns.
Or
Oh my
ketchup.
god,
Or
Or
Scott.
yeah,
bagels.
or ketchup or anything, and it was like every question they asked Angie K, her eyes just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and she was like, "Oh."
You'd think Camping World or Campers World would have loaded that thing up with food for them.
You would think. You would think production would have gone to like Meyer or like where I don't know, like I don't know what their stores are out there, but like you would think that they went to Kroger with them and say, "Hey, like Angie, maybe pick up some hot dog buns or something." Like,
They're like, no, let's let this play out.
Yeah, let's actually make Angie go to the grocery store. Like, what did they even need sliced bread for? That's my question. Where did the bagels come into play? It's all so confusing.
Maybe the bagels are like for the morning, and Mary's like,
Oh,
I would have eaten the bagel. I love bread. So I would have been like, I'll have a snack and bagel.
yeah. Go
these
Mary.
women don't eat bread.
Well, they
Mary
did
ate
that
that
Mary
night.
bagel,
did.
I watched
Mary
it.
did. That's fair.
But they were also eating the hot dogs, like, right off of the metal thing because they didn't have any buns. It was so
And they did they not have ketchup? Like I was so
No, they
upset
didn't have
No,
ketchup. Angie
no
said that.
ketchup.
She said, "Oops."
It's like, just eat your hot dog and be happy.
She said, "You're all so entitled to food." Yeah.
Scott, you put a note in here about Heather and the campfire lore.
Oh
I
my
googled
god.
this.
If I
Molly Sorensen was a real person.
Yeah, but still, I just don't need Heather Gay doing, like, another, like, "Did you know this Mormonism folklore tale?" Like, and it just I of course, if anyone was gonna do it, it was gonna be Heather Gay, just being, like, just so performative and just so, like, Mormon trivia. I'm like, "Okay."
I love that Braun was like, "Yep, I know," and I'm like, "See, you guys are so aligned."
Jeez. I would have loved a ghost story that didn't have to be Mormon. You know what I mean? Like, have a little campfire story that's not religious. I don't know.
Like
Diva, I
Mormon
would
and
argue
trauma
that the
and shaming,
wait, what'd you
shaming
say?
women.
Oh, it just yeah,
Yeah.
that's gross story about shaming women. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you, like, are, like, out there and, kissing boys or whatever, she's gonna come and take you away. What about the men? What about the men who are, like,
I
kissing
will tell you that is I didn't see it through that lens, but, like, my religious trauma probably doesn't allow me to, so, like, that's fair.
Also, it seemed like one stop away from, like, a truck stop hooker story is what it sounded
a
like.
truck stop hooker?
I don't know, it just seemed like that was the whole insinuation behind it, which I just didn't enjoy.
What are they
Yeah,
not
it
talking
was
about?
weird. It was a
Not a truck
weird
stop
thing.
hooker.
Not true crime.
But it was.
No. There wa there was a folklore.
He just said that she's a real person.
Oh,
Yeah. No, she was Molly Sorensen was absolutely a real person. I Googled it.
like Lizzie Borden? Lizzie Borden who, like, killed her parents?
Who
Like,
took a
Mhm.
axe, took 30 whacks, that whole weird.
You don't know
No,
who
we're the
that
that
only
is?
ones, okay.
You need
That's
to
the
dive into that,
old
Travis.
campfire
Mama,
story.
let's research Lizzie Borden, I guess.
Basically, yeah, she was a real person, but no, they're saying she, like, haunts the ravine
Oh,
story.
okay, okay.
Yeah, she lives in
I
the
di
school bus.
I didn't know anything about Lizzie Borden.
I mean, I
Now we
do
know.
like it's okay, it's not that great. I do love random creepy situations. So the like huddling up and like, okay, guys, let's go down these train tracks. Like I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny.
If you like it, I love it. The entire time I was doing that, I was like, "I don't need the kitschy Blair Witch found footage thing. I didn't need it. But if you like it, I love it."
I thought it was great use of those camcorders they didn't need.
Yeah,
Right, if you're gonna have them, at least use them for something good.
production leaned
Thank
into
God.
yeah, yeah,
Um, Everyone kinda gangs up on Baby Gorgeous at the campfire again, and, um, we get, like, 5 seconds of that, and then Brittany goes, "Whitney, I was really offended by what you said that I do for money," and I was like, "Shut up. Like, this is not for you. You've had enough time in this episode."
Well, and so are the other women, they were all very much like, "We don't need this is not the time for this, Brittany."
yeah. It's like Whitney's like having a real moment and being honest, and saying
Mhm.
my business failed. I lost a shit ton of money. I feel horrible about it. I had to fire people, and it doesn't happen on Housewives, like, just that honesty, and in the middle of all this, and, Brittany's like, "Well, yeah, but back to me."
But this isn't the first time she's done that. She did that in, what Puerto Vi where did they was
Puerto
it Puerto
Vallarta?
Vallarta that they went to? Yeah, Puerto
Yeah.
Vallarta. When they were down there and she was like, "You guys, what about me? I
Yeah.
feel so left out." Shut up. I think I
I
sent that to you, Emma, where, like, that scene where Brittany
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"You guys, you're not supporting me. I had some really great news about my daughter." Like, shut up.
Well, that right, and then at the Audrey Hepburn party, she's like, "You guys," like, she stood up and was like, "What?"
That's where yes, that's
Yeah.
where it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ugh. Brittany. And the problem that I have with Brittany, oh, go ahead, sorry.
I couldn't believe her timing because I understand the conversation they were talking about where Whitney said, "You suck dick for money," and then Brittany said, "You started an MLM." I get that she's, like, conflating that, but for her to see this woman crying about her husband being fully invested and having to fire 30 people and then being like, "Well, I would still like an apology," is so insane.
It's comedically bad is what it is. Like, the
It's
timing is so comedically bad.
come
Read the room.
on.
And then we do get into, and this is, I really appreciate this about Whitney, because something I will give Whitney, she the healing journey I could have done without, but, like, she's very, very honest and real about, like, everything she goes through, and I don't think we're getting an act with Whitney. I think it's all real, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I'd
I
agree with
agree,
that
I
for
agree,
sure.
yes.
I like her, like, in general. I I think she has no filter, and I think she's just, like, saying what's on the top of her mind.
Wait until season 3 or 4 and tell me how much you like her. But
Oh.
when she's on when it's all about the healing journey, like, it's a little like, when it revolves around, like, I'm unpacking all the trauma, like, I won't take that away from her because I think that's very real. When she makes every situation about that, that's what I struggled with.
Yeah, she definitely went a little overboard with it and just kept on. Like when she tried to conflate whether she was drunk or not, being used in Heather's book, that was kind of like, what?
Oh,
What are you
right.
talking about? Like,
Yeah,
you're
Mhm.
just trying to have a story.
yeah.
Fake outrage.
But
Fake outrage.
but, yeah. But I Whitney came back for me. She came back for me last season, and I'll take it. What else?
Did you like her red hair?
No.
Mm, I love her as a blonde. She's
I
so
I
do like
I
her as a blonde more for
Yeah,
sure.
yes.
yeah.
yeah.
I
'Cause
didn't okay.
she's gorgeous and can do whatever, but, like, the blonde suits her better.
I've said on our podcast probably 50,000 times that her face should be plastered everywhere. I
Her
think
face should
she's
be
so
studied.
stunning.
Mhm.
She is beautiful, and her skin is always like glass. Mwah. Love her.
Yeah, we
She
saw
has made
we met
some
her at an event, at a drag event once. She was fantastic.
Really?
was she
Did she look
really?
that perfect
Yes.
in person?
Oh, yeah.
It was just, like, off-putting how pretty she was. I was
Oh,
I
love
believe
that.
that. Yeah.
And this is one thing I also believe about Whitney is, you know how a lot of, like, women you and I have known people like this before, where, like, they collect gay people as friends, and it's like, "I have gay friends." I wholeheartedly believe Whitney is like, "No, no, no, I'm an ally to the community, and I really do love gay men." I That's something I really appreciate about
I think
Yeah, no,
she
I would
Yeah,
say
it's not
so.
like, "Oh, I have to have a gay." It's like, "No, these are actually real people,
and I
Mhm.
and
will
they are my
ride human.
friends and
Yeah.
not my accessories." So,
Yes.
yeah.
100%.
Yes.
But they might
Uh,
also be my glam, okay?
maybe, but, like, I would love to be Whitney's glam, I'll tell you that right now. I would love to be Meredith's glam, I'll tell you that right, and maybe even Baby Gorgeous's glam. Like,
Well, that'd be a full-time job for sure.
oh, 100%, 'cause $60,000 a year on glam.
Yes,
Mm,
just on glam.
just on glam.
She doesn't go anywhere without it.
I go to see I have glam in Saint Tropez, I have glam everywhere. God, I love her so much. I have a cup somewhere that says that. Like, I got something from Bravo that was like, "I have glam everywhere I go." Anyway, I did appreciate Whitney being vulnerable. I also appreciated her pushing Brittany away, saying, "I don't want you I'm not ready for a hug right now."
Yeah.
And then you guys, put in a note saying, "What did Meredith do this episode
Yeah, what
besides come for Brittany?"
yeah, what did Meredith really do? Like, she's very non-present in this episode.
She
I
was
don't need
very
her to do
quiet.
anything besides come for Brittany.
But it was like
They
that
could have
one
given her a
moment coming
DJ
for
set
Brittany,
or
and that was really
something.
about it.
She's gonna get along with everybody for the most part, and she defended Lisa, by saying, "Every business takes time alone."
It
True. She did say that.
The
I
it just
did think
makes me
she was
wonder if
quiet this
she's going to have
episode.
anything major storyline-wise this season, or if she's be kind of another participant instead of a
I'm sure
observer.
she I would hope she does. I was gonna say I'm sure she will. I hope she does because last year was kind of a similar thing where she didn't have a lot going on, right? Like,
Right.
she had her bar mitzvah,
And now she
and
has
I
all
don't
the DJ money rolling in, so,
Oh god, with DJing.
I hope that they talk about her being a DJ.
oh, they have
That's
to,
what
they
I'm
absolutely have
saying. They should have given her a set out in the woods. That would have been a great premiere.
They should have let her have do the new, like, theme music because, who is it? It's not in Miami, that's, what's
Oh,
her face?
Adriana.
Adriana, yeah, that's her singing, like, that's her Miami song.
Do you actually think that Meredith Marks is mixing anything? Because
I
I
don't care.
believe she has someone doing that for her, and she is going up there and pressing play and shaking her little titties, and
That's
I
fine.
love it, and
That's
I'll watch
fine.
It's a
every
lot
Yeah.
of
single
jumping.
video of it I can find.
It's a lot of jumping, and I'm like, "Good on her, that's some, good exercise,"
She's
because she's
Yeah.
just,
keeping
like,
in shape.
jumping,
She's
you
got
know
cardio on her.
yeah, her 2 turntables and a
Do you think
microphone.
she's actually
And she
listening to
looks
anything in the
amazing,
headphones?
and she's stunning.
No.
Probably
No.
exactly what's coming out of the speakers, just a lot lower volume.
I
Just
love that.
It's like, "This is a little too loud. Brooks,
yeah,
can you
they're
turn this down?"
noise canceling, and she has it playing really soft.
Noise can
It's actually Enya in the headphones.
Not Enya.
She's sailing away.
Sail away, sail away.
Oh.
Oh, Lord. So
Well,
the
okay, so
women
I
end up
guess you're
going
right.
on
Meredith doesn't have to do anything this season. She just needs to be Meredith. I got you. I'm
just
with you on
that's
that.
all I need her to be. And here's the honest to God's truth. That's all I need any of the women to be is themselves. Like they are all fairly entertaining. And even Brittany, like if she just sits there and is pretty, like I can handle that too because I think she's one of the most beautiful women in the world. And that's what I hate about her because I'm just like, oh, if you like, I wish I didn't like this about you because I don't want to like anything about you. But
I did
yeah,
just
no,
remember one more Meredith moment this episode, and it was so funny because she literally almost said nothing the whole episode, but she did find a way to plug her caviar. She said,
oh,
"I know nothing about fish except for that's where I get my
guys,
I forgot about that, yes.
tink."
and I wish I liked fish because like I wish I could eat Meredith's caviar. Like I wish
Oh,
I
you
ate
could
fish.
still have caviar. It doesn't taste like fish. It tastes like nothing.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
good agree.
I never
I'll
had
buy her
it.
caviar.
Yeah.
Tastes like butter, kind of, like
Oh, perfect.
I haven't had caviar in a very long time, but yeah, that seems to be what I recall. Butter.
yeah,
Gorgeous.
We
very
we support
mild
we
flavor,
support
not
Martha
fishy.
Gorga and all her cookie endeavors, but we haven't gotten to Meredith's
Caviar.
caviar yet.
That
Are
is true.
Melissa's cookies good?
Yeah,
Yes. The cake is I love the cake. The coffee cake, it's very good. We've had 2 so far.
yeah. The cookies are, what you'd expect, kind of, but they're very. We keep saying it, moist. They're
Yeah,
very moist cookies,
yeah.
and you don't
Do you not
expect
like
that.
the word moist?
Well, no, but
I feel like the internet doesn't.
yeah, we get worried
Oh,
with
hi internet. The word moist is bestie approved. I hope you're okay with that.
it. But yeah, the
I
coffee cake's delicious.
yes.
Beautiful.
Have you bought any of the Housewives merch? Do you have anything that?
Emma will tell you that I single-handedly like am the sole supporter of the Skinny Girl brands in the state of Indiana.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Skinny Girl. I was about to be like, "No, not really, except for, like, 60 bottles of Skinny Girl." That's true.
I'm trying That's really like that's all I've really bought. D I bought some what did I buy from Countess Louis? Oh, I stream her songs on Apple Music because I am trash, but,
Your
'cause
sheets,
money
they like
can't buy you class.
So, we have 3 shets.
shits.
We have 3 sets of Porsche's sheets. Try saying that 3 times
Or
fast.
Are
I didn't
they
know Portia had
smeared?
sheets.
Yeah,
She has, yeah, Pampered by Portia.
they're really good sheets.
They're good
They're
sheets.
amazing.
Yeah,
I'll
I
Google
believe
that
it.
right now. Pampered by Portia?
yeah.
The only other thing I thought of getting Jeff like a 3-wick candle for Christmas, but they were really expensive. I'm like, $80 for a joke is not funny to me.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
from Karen or from, Wendy?
I wanted to get one of each just to make the joke work
I
So
right.
we
don't know
could
if
burn them both and be
Dr.
like,
Oseppos are still on the market because I was looking into that, actually,
Yeah.
and I don't know that they still sell them.
I don't know that they were ever on the market,
Yeah, I
Emma.
know, right?
"Oh,
Happy
I
Eddie's real
think that
though.
was a storyline.
yes,
Um,
could be right."
ooh, these sheets are not that expensive.
No, they're not. They're a good price.
Ooh, and I
Like,
can
yeah.
buy them on Amazon, which means my papa's gonna pay for it because my Amazon is charged to his credit cards. Anyway,
What a
Do it.
day.
what a
You say your
I
papa?
yeah, my papa.
Oh,
My
your
my
grandpa?
grandpa. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cute.
It's really cute. It's from Kentucky. Anyway, sorry. Like sorry to derail
No,
that,
not at
but
all.
the women go on a ghost hunt. Bronwyn was wearing a Gucci beanie, and the logo looked like the Nasty Pig logo.
I didn't see it until you wrote it in the notes, and then I was like, "Oh, I see it."
Because I saw it earlier and thought, "That's a really weird logo," but then when you see it kind of in the grainy video, I was totally like, "Oh, 100% see what what he sees."
Mhm.
I feel like Bronwyn would support Nasty Pig, so I think that's okay.
1000%. She'd be like, "Oh, yeah, it's art." And then they go on their, like, found footage ghost hunt. I think Meredith falls or something. I hope she's okay. I'll kill myself if she's not. And then we get a sneak peek at the rest of the season. Um, I get so, like, I guess I didn't clock it, but Whitney at one point said that they go on 3 trips this year. So they go to Greece, they went on the RV trip, and then there's, like, a below deck crossover for Down Under. So
Oh,
at
that's
some
Yes,
right.
point,
that's
they go to
right.
Australia,
Yes.
and I'm so excited. I'm also what I will say, I never need to hear another word about Angie Katsunavis being Greek, but, like,
Oh, god.
I'm so excited that she gets to go to Greece. Like, I love that for her.
Like, if they didn't, I'd be like, "Girl, like, you're missed opportunity. Like, you talk so much about it. Like, that is the girls' trip." I'm so glad they're doing that, and Greece is beautiful, so,
Right.
yay.
And then on the other side of, like, me being super excited about, like, everything that's to come, it does it does look like we get a little bit more about Robert Jr.'s journey. This is in light of, like, he literally just got arrested last week, so, like, that's
Uh-huh.
wild, but, like, I'm s like, I want him to be okay, number 1, but, like, I'm so excited for this season, like, my show is back. I'm so happy.
Agree. Like, I think with Salt Lake, they all perform well. Like, there's never a filler episode. It's just, like, really good, intense camp and drama and fun
And the
and
right balance of it all. Like, it's
yes.
not like it's not getting dark like the other shows are getting where
Yeah.
it's, being accused of drugging each other, things like that.
Yeah.
Just,
Right.
just sucking dick for Utah Jazz tickets.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, and then I didn't realize Jeff wrote this in here, but like you wrote that like this is similar to Lisa's Bezos party where it's all like contained and it's like a capsule episode. So
That was
I
yeah,
agree.
I think so smart of, like, let's put them all together because usually, like, the first episode of a season is like, "Let's see what everyone's been doing since we last saw them," and I'm like, "I don't need that. Let's all be together on a cash trip, and the chaos will ensue, and that's the entire episode." Like, that's real I think they originated that. I haven't seen, like, every single first season episode of every show, but I think, like, that's pretty smart and Salt Lake.
100%. So based on this episode and this episode alone, if you had to be friends with any of the women from Salt Lake City, who would it be?
One person or
Just any of the women, or if you had to pick multiple, that's fine too.
um,
I'd say
I say
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn. Yeah. Or
Okay.
Angie. Bronwyn or Angie. Those are, like, my top 2.
Okay.
I'd say Bronwyn probably followed by Whitney.
I like Whitney too.
I like so part of you wants to say Mary, right? You're like, "Oh, I'd hang out with Mary." But you would be so goddamn confused the entire time you're hanging out with her.
Uh-huh.
You'd be like, "Wait, is it
Emma does not want
really?"
to say Mary.
I
It
don't get her. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
like
especially in season 2, I don't either.
it
Yeah,
goes off the rails.
in season 1, she left a bad taste in my mouth, and now I'm, like, through season 2, basically. I'm, like, almost to the reunion, and I'm like, "Wow, we just don't click." Like, I don't
Hmm.
know.
Something really changes with her when she decides to actually participate on the show. Like, I don't know what they explained to her or how much of a raise they gave her, but once she starts really actually being present, she's amazing. But those years where she's just like would rather be doing anything else, it was awful to watch.
It's awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna give you my answer in a second, but if you look back and Emma, like, do you remember a couple of the episodes where Mary's in her kitchen and then Robert Jr. comes home after being gone for like 2 days and she's like, "Where were you? Like, why didn't you answer your phone?" I promise in season 4 that is was it season 4 or 5 that is going to make sense, and I think that'll put into context why she was not present.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
I
I
never even
can
really
get
thought
I
about
never thought
that.
about that.
because
Oh,
I
oh,
was
go ahead.
about to say being a good mom controversial hot take here. Being a good mom is not enough to make me like you on reality television.
Oh,
There are lots of good mothers out there. Give me something.
I
Right.
I I don't I get where you struggle with Mary 100%. I there's something about her that I really like, and I don't know what it I
I
can't
think
quite put my finger. I
there are
think she's just out of
episodes
her
I need
mind.
to
I think that's
watch
what I like
to
about
get
her.
it. Yeah,
But, Emma, who would you wanna be friends with?
probably Heather or
Okay.
Meredith. They were pretty quiet, but Meredith really had me on the floor. It was clearly her first time fishing. That was
Absolutely
I need
was.
I need an ETA on this fish catching.
Yeah, when
Where
are
are the
the fish
fish?
coming?
For me, I think it would be God, gun to my head, I think Angie. I think based on this episode alone, I think Angie.
Really?
Yes. I think
I think
yeah,
so.
like, Angie, like, she's fun, she's, like,
She
zany.
doesn't take herself too
Right.
seriously, even though
Yes.
she's a pillar in the community.
Yeah, she's willing to get messy and, and but she'll own up to it too.
Yes.
Or just downright gaslight you one way or the other, but no in between.
She's a
Either
business
way.
woman. She's all the things, yes. Angie's great.
Beautiful. Well, you guys, I think this is a really cool crossover experience. I think we had an absolute time.
I had a good time.
I definitely had a good time. I
I had
Did
feel
more than
you?
a good time.
yeah, absolutely. I feel a little out of it just because 'cause I've been home all day getting ready to go camping tomorrow, so, like, I've just been kinda in and out, but yeah, no, I had a really fun time.
Yeah, like, I think I love talking about housewives, but I think I'd love to do another one where we just, like, talk about random stuff, like, just, what's been going on, because like, that's what you normally do on your show, just, like, let's catch up," and I'm like, "Yeah, I like to do that too."
I love that. And
Yeah,
this
when
is
the
also
world isn't burning down.
Yeah.
right. This
Yeah.
is also such a long episode for you guys too, because like you guys is like usually clock at like 35 minutes at the most. And I'm like, I looked down and I was like an hour and 15 minutes.
But
Oh,
it's good because,
we
like, I
can
think,
yeah.
we are coming straight from the episode, and we're, like, also a little sometimes a little bit tired, and it's also a little hot up here. So we're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, then that happened. Okay, good night. Till next time." So I think I liked that you took the notes and, like, walked us through it, and the entire episode, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that point. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Meredith said
I
that.
love
Oh,
that.
yeah."
And like I did warn you guys, like I take notes like an insane person, and I hope it lived up to like what
No,
I
it was
told you it
great.
was gonna be.
I've tried taking notes before, and it just ends up being, like, little keywords, and later on, I'm like, "What the hell was I talking about?" So, like, no, you're I appreciate you doing that, that was great.
I
Of
like with
course.
bone.
Emma, do you
Let me
just
just
rely on
put
him, or do you take your own notes?
if I added to this, I think we might go insane. This is a note for, like, a regular episode. Like,
You're just, "I'm along for the ride."
I just I've decided that if I put notes in there, it would be far too long, and I'm funnier in the moment. Anyway.
I what I will say, and this is why Emma has always been such an incredible like partner, like walking through my life with me and co-host like with me. She is so good at just letting me be as absolutely out of my mind as I know I am, and as like as I clearly am. Like I'm not gonna say for 1 second that I'm not like chaos. But she does a very good job of A, controlling that chaos. Like she knows when to rein me in, and she's also so great about just being like, yeah, we'll see where the vibe goes. Like, we'll see what happens. Like, she's so good at that.
Yeah. And it's good to have an outline. I love an outline. That's kinda what I treat it as.
Well,
I'm
so
like,
we tend to rely on the pictures behind us, so we go through and, like, we just make sure we touch upon each of the housewives,
"Oh,
and so
that's a
sometimes we're
smart
like,
strategy."
"We talk about her yet?" And then
Yeah.
yeah.
It's good to, like, jog your memory, yeah.
So we absolutely screw ourselves when we're missing a set of pictures. We're like, "Oh, who did we forget?"
No.
I love that. Okay, Jeff and Scott, tell us where we can find you. Tell the listeners, tell everyone.
No, we're just so happy. We actually have our own website now. So husbandswatchinghousewives.com will give you all the stuff there. So, and then Husbands Watching on TikTok and some form of that everywhere
On
else.
Instagram, all
Instagram.
the places, yes.
Yeah.
Spotify,
YouTube.
wherever you get your podcasts.
very happy with our search engine results. I Google myself when I'm bored at work now. I'm like, oh, the husbands are places.
I love that.
It's nice.
Gorgeous.
I also want to make sure that people don't confuse us with other, husbands watching other things because it could get dirty if it gets to the wrong site.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little
I think I've got
porny.
a few of those bookmarks, but
Yes. What are they watching?
Yeah. No, we're watching the Real Housewives. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here with us, and thank you for having such a fun time with us. Like, this has been
Well,
so cool.
this is fantastic. I hope we can do it again so we can get into some more deep seated opinions and maybe some disagreements on
Yes.
where we get with different housewives. That'd be
Yes.
fun.
I like
Whatever
that
you want.
too. Because like
Yeah.
we're very similar in our beliefs, and so it's fun to hear like others be like, okay, that's a valid point why you don't like her. So yeah.
Well, I've got a ton of those. Don't you worry.
Let this season of Potomac start, and I'll have opinions for
Oh.
everyone.
I
Can't
will
wait to
too.
hear
Trust
them.
trust you me.
That's
So
gonna be
there's an
great.
open door for you to come on for the season premiere Potomac. What is it, October 6th, I think?
Mhm.
Whenever
Yeah,
you want.
do that because just like those other podcasts are on Teresa's payroll, and there were rumors that Robin Dixon was paying off podcasts too. If Giselle started paying me, I would have no shame.
She doesn't have to pay
I
me.
would have
She
no
doesn't have
shame
to pay
about
me.
it at all.
Dear Giselle, don't you worry. You are bestie approved. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. We loved it. Do you guys have anything else you want to plug before you go?
No,
No.
not at all. I
Thank you
just
for having
thanks for having us, and yeah,
Thank
listen
you.
to it wherever you get your podcast. Woohoo!
us.
Yay.
Yes. Cool.